Hey y'all, what's going on? So we have a combined three-part episode where I finally get out in the woods and start off my summer scouting, and I'm just like a kid in a candy store, and I just cannot wait to share this experience with you all. So please, if you like this video and you want to see more, like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments if you have any kind of suggestions or questions, and I cannot wait for an exciting season with you all. So I'll probably take a different approach than most people. Most people tend to focus on bedding, and I'm not the greatest when it comes to finding bedding, especially in kind of hilly terrain. So I tend to focus my efforts a little more on the food and water sources. And so as you can see here on the map, I identified two spots that I wanted to focus on. The right point is at the edge of a bench where the pines meet the Hardwood Creek bottom. And then the point on the left is coming right off of a point right past the hardwood pine edge that flows along that ridge top, and it feeds right into another portion of that same creek bottom. So the first part of the trip, I ended up going by myself as kind of a spur of the moment decision, and it was probably not the greatest decision. Definitely made the wrong choice of going in the middle of the day in June, and I did not have enough water, but I was just dying to get out in the woods, and so I decided to go. I got about halfway to my point and ended up bumping a deer. And as I sat there thinking about it, I realized that, okay, I still got a mile back to the truck. It's hot. I'm about out of water. I probably should just dip out and come back at a different day when I have some more water and I'm more prepared, and have a better plan. So that's what I ended up doing. Hey y'all, what's going on? So it's June 18th. I'm headed out to the WMA right now. I've been dying to get out in the woods, to start scouting. So I'm gonna go try to look for a few beds. I'm gonna look at a few spots that I was scouting last year and put some cameras up. I'm not really sure what the summer pattern is for the deer in the WMA because last year was my first year hunting it, so I don't really know what to expect when I get out there. But we'll see how it goes. So summer scouting is kind of a new thing for me, if I'm being honest. So we'll kind of see how this goes. I know there's a big buck, or there was a big buck last year where I'm headed to right now. There's that deer blow at me. My gut told me it's over that way. Alright, well, I'm headed back. Wasn't too successful. Super hot, super thick. Definitely have to break up this scouting. Also, my GoPro keeps getting too hot. So, I guess I'll be done for now and talk to you guys later. Okay, so now that I made it back to my truck, that was miserable. It is 102 right now. That sun is beating down. I honestly thought I was gonna pass out there for a split second. I need to make sure that I drink more the day before I come out here because I was definitely not hydrated enough. So I'm gonna go home, take a cold shower, and chill. And I hope to see y'all next time. So the second part of my trip, my buddy Ben joined me, and we made the right decision by getting out there at first light when it feels way better than midday. We also planned on go a lot further. We had about a 2.5 mile trek out to where we planned on going, but this spot was on the way to that, so we wanted to go ahead and just drop off and speed scout it real quick and potentially put a camera out if we found a ton of sign. So we actually approached it from the backside because that's the way that we were walking to our other spot. And as expected, right there on the edge of this bench, we found old rubs and trails leading right into the Hardwood Creek bottom, right down into where all that browse, and there's a ton of blackberry bushes there. And so we decided to push down to the bottom and ended up bumping another deer on the same ridge that I had bumped the deer the weekend prior. From the looks of it, the deer was in the exact spot that we had planned on going anyways. So we decided to go ahead and push on in
and that's when we ended up finding some fresh droppings and an old triple rub. And there's also a major intersection where you have a roadbed going up the hill, and then you also have a roadbed kind of following parallel to the creek bottom. So we decided this was a pretty good sign, but we still had the big area that we were going about 2.5 miles away that we were going to scout. And so we wanted to save our 3 cameras just in case those spots were just, we needed to have a camera there. So we decided we're going to hit this on the way back to the truck if we didn't find any good spots back there, or if we had at least 1 camera. And turns out, by the time we got back to this area from walking back, we'd already walked about 6 miles or so, and it was super, super hot because it was getting to be midday, and we just did not feel like stopping off and putting cameras up. And we thought it would be better if I just came back another day and put the cameras up instead.
Hey y'all, what's going on? So, got my buddy Ben with me.
How y'all doing?
This is my second time scouting so far this year. Ben's first time. We're about to go out here and trying to find somewhere to put some cameras, look for some sign, look for some bedding, stuff like that. We got a pretty long walk. We didn't know the gate that we were going to be driving through was closed, so it's about almost 2 miles to get out where we're going, and then from there it's probably another 1/2 to 3/4 of a mile from the spot that we'd planned to park at. So we're gonna get out there on this hot, muggy Alabama morning. We'll see y'all later. There's that little logging road right there. I guarantee you're gonna find.
I think that was a deer.
Yep.
That's good.
It's always a good sign when you find a deer. Yeah, there's this whole thing. Everything's ate up through here. So our first leg was successful. We saw a deer. Well, at least we had one blow at us. We found some sign. It's pretty good. What do you think about being your first experience on the WMA?
It's good. Enjoying it so far. Starting to get hot.
Yeah.
Took my hat off just to get the old noggin to cool down. Going to our second leg now and look at some stuff somewhere else. Hopefully find some good sign. And yes.
It's a little buck.
Need some more tracks, you know? Not seeing a lot of tracks.
So for the third trip, I decided to go back in the same way I did on my first scouting trip. And after looking at the area where I first bumped the deer on my first trip, I found a ton of deer trails and old rubs. So I decided to put the camera there. Those trails, you can tell the deer just going up and down that road bed. So then I decided to move in deeper and put the two cameras up over there near where we found the droppings and the triple rub. And then also one facing the major intersection with the road bed going up the hill and a road bed going parallel down the creek bottom.
All right, guys. So I'm headed back out to the WMA today. I did not get to finish the video when me and Ben went the other day. We definitely bit off a little bit more than we could chew. So we didn't get any cameras up. We ended up walking like a total of like almost 7 miles in the hot Alabama heat. So we were dying. Like I even was throwing up there at the end of the last like half mile back. So from heat exhaustion probably. So anyways, I am now heading out there. We identified at least one area that we kind of want to focus on now. So I'm going out there now to just throw up some cameras real quick, and we're gonna drop the cameras in that area, and we'll see if we get anything.
there's a rub right in there, and then you have this old logging road up through here. So we'll see. Alright, so see how that log is? That doesn't happen naturally. That's from deer stepping over it. And there's this beautiful bottom all down through there. And I am thinking, alright, so if they're coming down this hill and they're going that way, this is a good intersection where, can I put a camera maybe right there on that tree? I think so. Alright, so I've got this little hub right here. So that's where we found the fresh poop, right in there. So they come out through here, and then you can see here 1, 2, 3 rubs right there. And if I turn, so you've got a camera facing towards me right now, and then that camera is facing towards that little intersection where the road bed goes that way, and then also goes up the hill. So we should be able to get everything